Well, just watched the final episode of Star Trek Continues. I nearly started crying. You know, I feel really sad today. It was such an amazing episode. It offered everything. I know I've gone on about the sets and the feel of the show, how it takes you back on that journey when you first saw Star Trek, and today it brought the old Star Trek Continues experience to an end, but in a way to a beautiful start to the next level. But it was some powerful stuff, this episode. I mean, the Espers, they were just being Espers evil, and I mean, they were like sort of the backlink of the story, really. I know it were based around them and their evil agenda to take over the Earth, but it was the crews. I mean, the old experience of human interaction of the crew. I mean, the Espers, I mean, they're just on a winning streak. I mean, they're fooling the Enterprise crew with doing the telepathic tricks, and the Romulan commander, she's great. That's her daughter, I think, and from the original series, she's marvellous. But there's an amazing battle scene when the Enterprise breaks off. They work out that they attack them from 3 different ships, and you know, we get to see saucer sections split off, which is amazing. And the Romulan bird of prey, the Talon, the Enterprise star drive, and the saucer section attack, and so much for Espers. And they withdraw. And then they start doing the mind tricks to, I mean, Spock sees Romulan commander wanting to get intimate with him. Kirk's doubting himself. The crew are getting messages saying, head to the barrier and drop the shields. And it's all this like interaction of everything running about, and how they're all sort of dealing with it because there's no real defence against them. And then it comes out that Smith's being affected by that, the energy from the barrier and that. But she's not like them. She's not malevolent like them. You know, she's still in touch. She's got a humanity still, a decent part. So they put her down to sick bay, and then it's they have to formulate a plan, and then it begins. Then I mean the amount. I mean, they lose 2 starships, Potemkin and the other one, and it's. I mean, a load of people die in this episode. I mean, it's too. Well, it's Congo crew as well. I mean, they are evil. I mean, completely evil. Even the Vulcan dude amongst them, he's evil as well. They get hold of McKenna. Like they managed to fool Spock, because I think there's like a romance developing between Spock and McKenna, which would have been interesting if this series had carried on. I just can't believe it's gone. I really can't believe it's gone. I've followed this for the last few years, and I've been very passionate about these episodes. Star Trek Continues, and we get through the battles and the Romulans turn on the Enterprise and all that. And I don't want to give, but the ending is mind blowing. The sacrifice at the end, and Smith, you know, she goes over there and she can't defeat them all, and she realises that she's going to burn the entire ship systems out, and she does. But there's a big explosion, and she dies. I was absolutely gutted when Smith died. I was just so gutted. I was like, because I like Smith's character, There's a beautiful scene between her and Kirk when she said, when I came on board 5 years ago, you didn't know who I was, and I saw what you were about and what you did with your strength and your compassion. And it quite, I mean, very emotional, touching scenes in this episode, and she sort of like to Esper's defeat, and Romulus Luke's plot, they start attacking everybody, you know. Tal, he's a right sneaky botty licker, he is. He's looking, hunting, booking for promotion, trying to get rid of his commanding officer. And she shuts the ship down, and Tal gets arrested, and all Espers are dying, and then there's a big like explosion, and bang, the Congo goes, and they've got to get McKenna on board, and her death scene's just, it's incredible. You just stand there, like, honestly, I were nearly in tears, and it went on for a minute or so. It was just, she just stood in like the beam thing, and the transporter and molecules just splitting away, because they had to let her go, pattern buffers. And poor Spock, and you know, she said to him, forgive yourself, it's not your fault. And that's it, it's sort of, she's gone, and you're absolutely gutted. I mean, the action scenes in this episode were incredible. I mean, this episode offered everything a Star Trek episode back in the 60s at full potential. I mean, the writing, the editing on this was superb. The editing, you know, the actors, I mean, they just get better all the time. You know, they've just done an amazing job. I am so gutted that this is gone. You know, I'm really, honestly, guys, I'm really passionate about this series. And it's gone. I mean, and it went with a bang, this went with a bang. Right? I mean, Turret crew died. I mean, they died. I mean, and it wasn't simple deaths. I mean, they really milked it, and you got the feeling of it. And I was just so touched by it. And then they get back to Earth, and it goes beautifully into motion picture. The connection to the next sort of, where the motion picture kicks in a couple of years down the line when they get back to Earth, and Vic's wearing Kirk's the new uniform, and he comes out and there's a big speech, and that's great. But you know, and then there's the bye-bye to each other, and they're all going to go off and do this, and then Kirk's, I've got one more thing to do, and the classic scene is when he goes on that bridge, you know, where William Shatner, where the doors open and he's just stood there. It was so like that scene. And you know, Vic has made that ship he's entitled to sit in that big chair. I mean, he's made Captain Kirk his own character, and I'm so gonna miss this. You know, it was such a powerful end. It was like the end of the DS9. That were quite a powerful end, where they shot away from the station and moved into the future. This is what you got with this, and it was just brilliant. But it also left open a bright future as well for the characters, which you know where it all goes, but it leaves that open beautifully. But the end credits, they just played the bridge noises, and it were quite sad, like a death scene. Remember we used to get certain episodes where they had no music, when you lost a major character, not credits, you go. It were like that. And you know, it's just, an old friend has left me today. That's how this feels today. Star Trek Continues is just, it's going to be so missed. I'd really like to know your thoughts on this, guys. What you thought of this episode? I mean, it definitely the best. Yeah, I suppose it's. I'd say for me, this. What a way for a two-parter. What a way for a fan. It's definitely the best episode I've seen of it. I mean, the potential of what the fan base can do without millions of dollars an episode and a decent writing team and some good editing, and you get quality like this, and CBS and Paramount don't see it. You know, it's just beyond insanity. It's these guys, and they're so passionate. They've done so much, and they've just made this absolutely spectacular. You know, from where this started in it originally. You know, next year I'm going to New York, and I'm going to go to Ticonderoga, and I'm going to go to the set. I'm going to go on a visit there, and because I have to do it now. It's made me more determined than ever. You know. But, well, actually, you know, I always look forward to their episodes. It was something special when you always got quite excited when Star Trek Continues were on. You spend an hour watching it and going over it, and you loved it. I mean, when you seen the little coffee cups, what they had in the original series, the detail was just so perfect. So everything about it, you know, and it finished beautifully. It did. It went out on a bang. These guys, after last week's episode, after the one a few months ago, it's just what a truly sad day. Right, guys, the human adventure continues, and live long and prosper, and I'll see you on the next video. Please give this a like and a share. I'm going to watch Discovery now. I'm going to compare them both. Should be interesting. The feel of what you get for Discovery and the feel of this, it's going to be sort of interesting. So I'll see you on the next video, guys.